All right, hey, it's good to see you again. We're wrapping up another day, so we're gonna fire this thing up. Head home. I hope you're doing well. Make sure to get out without running anybody over. This area is a little bit of a maze, but as long as I can get back to the road, I should be okay. All right, here we go. I hope you've had a great day. You know, I'm kind of wrapping things up on my end, but I've been sitting with a topic, a different topic this time. It's really this topic of fatherhood. You know, I think I've explained before in a separate video sort of how I focus on some topics, right? So every month I have a topic. The topic is either a virtue, here we go, or a discipline. And the discipline for this month, which is the month of January, is the discipline of fatherhood. And I've been sifting through this topic of fatherhood. You know, what is it to be a father? What does fatherhood mean? And I mean, I don't have a perfect definition. Obviously, this is unscripted, but sometimes I like to think fatherhood is so much more than just having kids. It's so much more than just being a breadwinner or a provider. It's so much more than just being the dad. You know, fatherhood is, and let me elaborate a little bit more on that. So fatherhood is becoming the kind of man that your children can come to when they need help. It's becoming this solid man who's even in his emotions, he's well grounded, understands what he wants out of life. Now, he's not perfect, but he's really striving to do the best that he can do as a man. And he's developing characteristics that his children would like to emulate. Characteristics that would set them up for success. Characteristics that would be healthy and, you know, manly characteristics. I'm not talking about like toxic masculinity, domineering and like controlling and angry and a lot of stuff that we see in sort of the media that portrays this is what a man is. This is how a man behaves when he gets upset. This is how a man behaves when he wants something. This is how a man looks at a woman. This is how he treats women. Not like anything in that vein. So developing, for example, if you're a father, and I hope that you would be super kind to your children's mother, that you would love her, that you would demonstrate healthy love for her. You remember the little things that she likes. You know, you buy the Valentines. You remember birthdays, anniversaries. You remember the little things that she fell in love with when she decided that you were the one for her. And that would be the example for the children. And the same with children. That the man, the father, would be the kind of man who loves his children, who's building them up, who's helping them with what they like, who's helping them to identify their talents and their strengths, and really helping them play to those strengths. And it might not be that, you know, I appreciate all of my children's strengths because, for example, I have a son who's very musically inclined, and I cannot play any instrument. And so I support him in his music. Even though I don't have the deepest appreciation for how music is made and what makes a great song. But I love him enough to support him in his love of that. I have another son who's very creative in Minecraft, believe it or not. I've played Minecraft a handful of times. I'm not any good. But I love that my son enjoys Minecraft. And I'm aware of some of the stuff he does. I really try to monitor his online activities so that I can keep him safe. Like, that's where dad comes out for him. The fatherhood for me is keeping my children safe, protecting them, educating them from things that are gonna throw them off track, things that would derail them in their life. You know, major things like drugs, alcohol, any kind of addiction that would take you out of your right mind and make you the kind of person where you could not be independent and where you could not take care of yourself or those around you. And isn't that the challenge of fatherhood, is knowing your kids well enough, knowing your spouse well enough to speak their love language to them, and then being strong enough to look outside yourself and do that. Because let's face it, I mean, everybody's really selfish, right? I'm a selfish person. Sometimes our society brings out the most selfish attributes of people. So we need to try so hard to look inside and look beyond that ego and really take care of those in our stewardship as a father. So fatherhood is it's a huge blessing, and it's a big sacrifice. It's taken me years to figure this out. In fact, probably too many years to figure a lot of it out. But I hope that my children do not have to take as long to figure it out, especially my boys, when they become fathers. They'll be able to come to me, and I can help them. And that I would be the kind of man that they want to come to for help and input. Isn't that what fatherhood's all about? Sorry, I'm not a real emotional guy. That did touch a nerve, though. I do hope you're doing well. I hope this helps you consider fatherhood in maybe a different and a deeper light. It's certainly helped me consider it in a deeper way. Thank you for being with me. And we'll talk soon. Be safe. Be aware. Know that you're cared about. And I'll see you soon.